Good morning. So today basically is just going over Pythagorean theorem again, and then a little bit on area and combined areas. So we remember our Pythagorean theorem is going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so for the first one, the way you would write it is like that. And obviously we can use our calculator or we can do our math if we remember all of our perfect squares. And we should be able to figure out that 225 plus 400 does equal 625. So that first triangle is a right triangle. So I would write yes. Our second one is 7 squared plus 9 squared equals 13 squared. Okay, 49 plus 81 equals what, 169, right? Hang on a second. All right, so you have to actually do your math here. So 9 plus 1 is 10, and it's actually going to equal 130. So this one is not a right triangle. So on here, I would type yes for number 1 and no for number 2. Calculate the perimeter. You're going to add it all up. The only thing you really need to make sure you remember is on this bottom side here, it does not give us a value, okay? But the top side, it tells you that it is 8 and 5, okay? So if I redraw my figure, which I'm going to do for you, okay, kind of looks like this. Here we have 4, 8, 5, 2, unknown and unknown. Well, this whole thing is 4, this side is 2, this must be 2, and this whole thing on the bottom must be 13. So then 8 plus 4 plus 13 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2, 12 plus 15 plus 7, right? 12, 15, 7, yes, 22, so my first answer would be 34 centimeters. All right, our next one is asking us to find the area. Well, this is not a shape that we know the formula for, so we have to do a little more digging into the shape. I have a rectangle. The area of that rectangle is going to be 160 meters because I'm going to use these two numbers as if it were a full rectangle. This shape here that is being cut out is a right triangle. Well, how do I find out my base and my height? Because I know the area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. Okay, well, if this is 4, this must be 4. If this is 20, this must be 6 because I've got these numbers left over here. Okay, so plugging it into my formula. My area is going to equal 12. Now, was this taken off or was it put on? It was taken off, which means I'm going to subtract from my 160, okay? And my total area for this one is going to be, sorry, I'm trying to label, 148 meters squared. This is slide number 13, okay? It looks a little daunting. It will be okay, I promise. So I set it up here for you. Okay. Starting with my rectangle, I have my 12 and my 32. These little marks mean it's equal. So that gives me my base and my height of both of my triangles, okay? So 12 times 12. Okay. You have to do this one twice or just take away your 1/2, okay? Because there's 2 triangles. All right, so multiply that out, multiply this out, add it together for your answer. All right, this is slide number 14. It's asking for the perimeter, okay? So if you look at this, you see a rectangle and you see half of a circle, okay? So perimeter of the rectangle, we're just going to add up all the sides. It's the easiest thing to do. Okay. So we have 4 plus I'm not going to add this second 4. I'm going to explain in just a second. So I have 2 6s showing and 1 4 showing, because if you look, if you can see right here, you can see my cursor, the dotted line, that's not the outside of the figure. So we take that away from the total of the perimeter, if that makes sense. Okay. So 12 plus 4 is going to give us 16. Right. Then the circumference of a circle, circumference is perimeter of a circle, is pi d. So pi, and it gives us our diameter is 4. Okay. But, okay, it's only half a circle. So I'm going to divide that by 2. So once I put that into my calculator, I went ahead and I did not use my pi button. I used 3.14 in my calculator, so you can see exactly how I got that number. I got 6.28. Okay. Then I added that to my 16 and I got 22.28 centimeters. Okay, for this one, I'm going to give you a hint. I want to see how well you can work it out. You've got 2 rectangles. Okay. You got to figure out if you're going to add it together or subtract it. Make sure you look at the question and figure out what it is asking you. There's a quick Desmos assignment and then your exit ticket, of course. Hope you are all doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.